Hey, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to make a video to tell you guys about a brand new device I got called PointCTRL. If you've been around my channel for a while or watched me stream on Twitch, you know that I prefer to fly in VR. The immersion is fantastic and makes for a much better experience for me. I know that flat screen's better for creating videos, but VR is where it's at for flying and enjoying DCS for me. If you fly in VR, you know that anything not bound to a physical control either needs to be activated with the mouse or with a key command. And that's not ideal when your vision is blocked by a headset and actually takes away from the immersion when you have to lift your headset up to see your keyboard, or take your hand off the stick to use your mouse. PointCTRL solves that dilemma by turning your fingers into little mouse emulators, allowing you to point at the screen and control your aircraft without breaking your immersion. It's a game changer for me, so I thought I'd try to get the word out if you haven't heard about it already. Here's a quick video orientation to the system. Okay, so today I'm going to talk to you about the PointCTRL system. You can see on the screen there that I have the PointCTRL system displayed for you. I apologize for the poor quality of the video. I'm using a different webcam and the resolution isn't all that great. So my apologies for that, but you should get the drift of what I'm talking about. This will let you see the overall system, and then if I need to show you something in more detail, I'll hold it up to the camera that has much better resolution. So here's what we have. You can see I have my HP Reverb G2 right here. And on top of it, you see this weird contraption. So right here in the middle is the actual PointCTRL head-mounted sensor or headset-mounted sensor. It has a couple of buttons on it that you use for your initial setup and calibration, but basically it has a sensor on the front side of it that looks out. And I'll show you what it's looking for in just a minute. It also has these two button units here, one on each side that you can mount. It's all mounted with sticky tape. The wires are kind of zip tied down, and then there's a USB cable right here that it's a 10-foot cable, runs to the computer, and that's what powers it. So that's kind of zip tied in as well. And then these buttons can be used basically right click, left click, and then I think a more of a function type button that kind of wakes it up. And then you have the identical buttons on your finger control units here. So you have two finger control units, one for I actually have them backwards here. So one for the left finger and one for the right finger. And there are three buttons on each, R1, R2, R3 on the right, L1, L2, L3 on the left. They mount, see if I can do this. You just slide them onto your finger like this, and then you grab the elastic strap and you tighten it. It doesn't get too tight. If you try to make it too tight, it loosens up on its own. It's an ingenious design because it just gets just tight enough. So on the back side of the finger control unit, you have this little IR LED here, and that's what the head sensor sees, is that LED. And then right here you have a connector for the magnetic charging of the batteries that are located inside here. There are magnetic battery charging cables included. There's two of these that are included with the set, so you don't have to worry about running out of power. Just throw them on there, when you're done playing, and they can charge, and they'll be ready for next time. So I'll give you a little bit more detailed view of the finger control units here. So you can see the three buttons and how they're labeled. You see the IR LED on the back. And then here on this side is the magnetic charging port. That is the system in a nutshell. As I said, it's connected to the computer with a 10-foot USB cable from the headset sensor. And as I said, the way it works is the head sensor sees the LED and where it is. Basically, once you calibrate it correctly, the LEDs tell the sensor where you're pointing. So works great. I've used it a few times now. I got it about a week and a half ago, and I've used it a bunch. And once I got it calibrated, it worked fantastic, and it works. I love it. It's a game changer for me because what I would end up doing before is with my VR headset on, I would reach up and reach for the mouse that's on the desk and grab it and then try to move the cursor that way. Well, I'm right-handed, and when I would reach up with my right hand to grab the mouse, well, what's holding the stick? What's holding the cyclic if you're flying an Apache? And if you've flown helicopters for any length of time, you know that when you take your hand off the cyclic, the helicopter kind of does whatever it wants. So not a good option. Having this and being able to click the finger control unit on to wake it up and then point at what I want to activate. I mean, it's awesome. I can keep my right hand on the cyclic. I use my left hand with the finger control unit to push buttons on the keyboard unit, or in a fighter jet to reach down and grab the gear handle, or whatever, push buttons on the MPDs or the MFDs or whatever. It's awesome. It's so much better than trying to guess where your mouse is and you reach up and you grab it, or you knock it across the table, which I've done. Or maybe you have to press a button on the keyboard to activate a key command to do something that you want to do. And, you kind of have to lift your headset and peek underneath unless you just kind of know where the keys are. I got pretty good at like hitting F10 that way, but anything else is like, where's the key? I got to lift the headset up. So if you are a VR flyer, I cannot recommend this enough. I'm going to show you some gameplay. I did a stream where I was using this. I've done some other gameplay where I'm using the point control system. It makes life so much better. Next for me is going to be voice attack, and then I will be cooking with gas. So here's some gameplay. Take a look. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Now, I will warn you, there's a bit of a wait. I put my name on the list for Point Control in May of 2022. I got it at the end of April 2024. So now I will say that the gentleman who builds these, they're hand built. One guy, he's got some family helping, I think, but his name is Miles. Miles puts each one of these together individually, and his production line was okay. He kind of changed his setup. I think he moved, had to reset up his production line, so he got behind a little bit. He is catching up. I would say, if you put your name on the list now, it probably won't be 23 months. It'll probably be maybe half that. Who knows? Maybe even less than that. Now that he's got his production set up and running pretty well. So, anyway, check it out. I'll drop a link to his website in the comments. You can go check, or I'm sorry, in the video description. You can go check it out. You can join his Discord. He updates in the Discord the shipping dates, so you'll know. You can put your name on the list. There's no commitment until yours is ready to ship. When yours is ready to ship, he'll send you an invoice. You pay it via PayPal, and then he ships it out to you. If you change your mind, you change your mind, and that's it. No commitment whatsoever. So I'm glad I stuck with it. I'm glad I have it. It's an awesome setup. Take a look. see how it goes, and let me know your thoughts. Thanks again. So we're in a cold and dark aircraft. Let's go ahead and get it started up, and I'm going to use point control to do that. So I'm going to turn on my left FCU. I'll reach over here. I'm going to click the battery. We'll look up here. Wait on that. All right, we got a good UFD. We'll go ahead and start the APU. And what happens is, what I point at with my finger is where the cursor is. It's a game changer, because now instead of reaching up with my right hand to get my mouse and taking my hand off the cyclic and hopefully not ending up upside down, I can take my left hand off the collective and then point to what I need and click. It's just so much better. I really do think it's a game changer. So let's turn this guy on. Oh, I'm using my left hand right now, so I can turn that on. I'll switch to my right hand. We'll go ahead and click those switches with the right hand. And now that that's all going, let's go ahead and get armed up. So here is the one issue that I've seen with point control, is when I bring that menu up and I want to use my mouse, if one of my FCUs is active, it's not going to let me move the cursor up here. Which I just get around that by using the F keys. It's not such a big deal. If you use voice attack, you could do that. It's not a huge deal. It's just something to be aware of. So we'll go ahead, rearm, refuel. We're going to get us an FCR. Let's do the Egyptian Air Force, because that should change our color, maybe? I don't want to be gray. I want to be brown. How about UAE? No, that's OD. Saudi Arabia? No. Qatar. There we go. Got a brown aircraft. That's what we needed. Alright, we'll go ahead. Oh shoot. I didn't adjust the fuel, did I? No, I didn't. We're way heavy. Alright, let's try that again. 19,249, yeah. 18.5. I can live with 18.5. Alright, now, to get everything set up, I already have an FCR. Let's go ahead and click that, not powered. I'm reaching up, I'm pointing with my finger. I'm not using my mouse. That's awesome. Weapon page, we'll go ahead and knock out the bore sight. Eye heads. I can reach down here, grab it, scroll it up. See the bore sight, reticle. Go ahead and do the bore sight. Reach back up here, deselect that. Missiles are all on. Let's change our code. Romeo. Channel 1 is Romeo. Channel 2 will be Alpha. Okay. We've got gun. I'm going to change this to about 800 meters. Just works a little bit better for the close-in targets. 1500 is a bit far for the gun. Although I have used it in the past just fine. Alright, and then on this side I'm going to set up the video. TADS. Uh-oh, are we getting bombed here? TADS. Zoom. Alright, now we need to switch to the right side. We'll get the TSD set up on the right. Let's go attack. I've got my microphone kind of in the way. I keep bumping into it, and I apologize for that. Right. I'm sure you can hear me clicking with it, but it just makes life so much easier. Coordinates. One of the issues is that if you're moving your head and you're trying to move your hand at the same time, it doesn't quite work. You gotta just kind of hold your head in position. go. I've dragged that. Let's turn off the show. Attack. Change our acquisition source to fixed. And I think we are all set. Let's go ahead and start this puppy. Close the window. Again, I haven't touched my mouse at all, which is awesome. It's just such a difference. Let's see, we'll make a left turn out of here. Clear left, right, and above. Parking brake is off. Coming up. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you were able to see how easy it was for me to point and click on the buttons or the other switches in the cockpit that I needed to use. Point control is amazing. As I said before, for me, it's a game changer. It makes flying in DCS so much more enjoyable and doesn't break my immersion as I'm flying. So if you want to check it out, go check out Miles's website at PointCTRL.com. That's PointCTRL.com. That's where you can order. There's a link on the website to his Discord. You can join the Discord. Check out the Discord. Ask questions if you're interested, but maybe not sure about the weight, about the price, or whatever it may be. Go ahead and check it out. Trust me, if you're a VR flyer, it's worth it. Thanks again for checking me out here on my channel. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them below. Leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I greatly appreciate it. It helps the channel out a ton. Thanks a bunch for all of the support, and I look forward to seeing you next time.